what we consider the here and now, this world of the five senses, it is actually just the material level. There's just one level evident as reported by our five senses that is comprehensible, that we perceive, that we can collectively agree upon, that is our collective perception. The beyond is an infinite reality that is much bigger, however, dear esteemed viewer, which this world is truly rooted in. In this way, our lives in this plane of existence are encompassed, surrounded by the afterworld, by heaven already. When you understand heaven from a quantum perspective, we are here now. Heaven is here now. It is just our perception that is a barrier to the experience of that heaven. The body dies, but the spiritual quantum field continues. In this way, I am immortal. In this way, you are immortal. We are immortal. Our thoughts, our will, our very consciousness, our perception, and our feelings show properties that could be referred to as spiritual properties. No direct interaction with the known fundamental forces of natural science, such as gravitation, electromagnetic forces, etc., can be detected in the spiritual. On the other hand, however, these spiritual properties correspond exactly to the characteristics that distinguish the extremely puzzling and wondrous phenomenon in the quantum world. Dear esteemed, honored, noble, notable viewer, I am here to tell you that the human mystery, the wonder of what the divinity that we encapsulate, the human mystery, the collective experience of being human, is incredibly demeaned by scientific reductionism, by the purposeful, orchestrated, willful dumbing down of the human collective by the powers that be, by the deep state, dark cabal Illuminati, by the reptilian control agenda. The human mystery has been incredibly demeaned by their organizations, by their narrative of scientific reductionism, with its claim in promissory materialism to account eventually to basically take the evidence or information reported by the five senses. That's essentially what scientific reductionism is all about, based upon materialism and only materialism, to account eventually for all of the spiritual world in terms of patterns of neuronal activity. Neuronal activity between the electricity of the brain, thinking energy, and the heart magnetism, neuronal activity. This belief must be classed as a superstition. I'm talking about scientific, lamestream, scientific reductionism. They are the truly superstitious, ignorant ones. We have to recognize that we are spiritual beings with souls existing in a spiritual world, as well as material beings with bodies and brains existing in a material world. And if it is difficult to comprehend, to begin to assimilate this worldview into your paradigm meaning your collective set of operating beliefs, those sacred cows, if you will, but essentially, dear esteemed, noble, and honorable viewer, just essentially, admittedly, took me a second to regain my train of thought, but admittedly, this type of deep knowledge is in direct competition, is actually preyed upon by the digital matrix, by the artificial intelligence hive mind, reptilian gray agenda, the Borg hive mind of keeping people distracted, continuously distracted by one celebrity mishap, the constant stream of garbage coming out of Hollywood for entertainment, whatever, Netflix, all this stuff. Each new revelation is practically an afterthought in the wake. Each new revelation that the Umbanda New Earth Ashram for compassion and strength and warfare against scientific reductionism and the digital matrix, the artificial intelligence hive mind, sworn enemy of the Umbanda New Earth Ashram, organic consciousness versus machine hive mind, artificial intelligence consciousness. But each new revelation that this school puts forth, this ashram puts forth, is practically an afterthought in the wake of celebrity news and developments and popular soap operas on TV. In light of this, perhaps we do deserve to be trodden underfoot by alien visitors with a supremely advanced technology, to be assimilated into the artificial intelligence Borg hive mind. If we don't pull ourselves up by our bootstraps and take ownership of our own existence, then that perhaps is the fate that we deserve. And that sounds a little harsh, but if we're not even stirred with enough curiosity to seriously and pervasively explore the subject matter of what this ashram Umbanda has put forth, if we were happy to allow the mainstream media to sweep away the whole subject of organic consciousness versus artificial intelligence hive mind consciousness under the carpet, why would we do that? When it comes to looking meaningfully at all of this information, I can't help but think about the line from Hamlet: something is rotten in the state of Denmark. But the question remains that if indeed we are being visited by extraterrestrial entities that are seeking to enslave us in the digital matrix of the artificial intelligence hive mind, what are they here for? Why do they keep the reality of their existence as elusive as they do? Furthermore, how is it that they are so amazingly successful at doing so if there is no collusion with our government? Well, there is a collusion with the United States government, with the world's government, with the deep state, which is all of China, their governing powers, the current powers that be that are in power in the United States. They're all part of the digital matrix, the artificial intelligence Borg hive mind, the deep state Illuminati, the dark cabal. That is why disclosure is having to come out in the avenues that it's coming out, and it's also commensurate with the frequency of the individuals in the population. So something is rotten in the state of Denmark, indeed. But the more you raise your vibration and embody your light alchemy, your light body, the smell is simply contained in the third dimension. As you rise higher in the higher dimensions, the smell becomes much more divine. I'm here to attest. Hit the subscribe button, leave this video a thumbs up, and stay tuned for further video offerings and informations, disseminations from the Umbanda New Earth Ashram for compassion, strength, and pleasant divine divinity smelling olfactory experiences.
Namaste. Namaskaram.